Hi there, Bike Touring Mike here. I've been getting a couple of questions on how to deal with a wet tent on a bike tour. When I started out this morning, my tent couldn't have been any wetter. It had poured the whole night. As you can see, we had a pretty wet night.
It's dry?
What?
Are you got wet?
No, I stayed okay.
Okay.
The tent is wet, but I'm fine.
Okay.
I whipped the inner tent to get all the excess water off it. The thing about this ground sheet is that I wished it were maybe 5 centimeters smaller in each direction, because now it's, when the drain is dripping off the outer tent, some of it gets like between the ground sheet and the inner tent. I lift up the ground sheet from the ground and let all the excess water run off it. I'll store the ground sheet in a plastic bag. I put the ground sheet and the inner tent in the same tent bag, but keep the plastic bag as a separator. And when I arrived at this campground, I hung up my ground sheet and put the other two tent pieces on top of a hedge here for maybe 30 or 25 minutes. And now it's completely dry. Even though there's hardly any sun out, I'm just using the wind as my help here. Look, it's almost dry in maybe 30 minutes or so, and this was completely drenched. And everything else is dry also while I was taking a shower, just by putting it up on these bushes here. Dealing with a wet tent on a bike tour don't need to be that big of an issue if you do it the right way. Another tip can also be if you're stopping for lunch or a picnic somewhere and the sun is out, you can just lay out your things to dry in the sun. That usually does the trick as well. Hope you liked this quick tip, and until next time, have a good one.